your name? What's your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
So where do you stay, Chris?
Mainly in the shelter, but now and then I can't afford it, so then I've got to stay on the streets.
You stay on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you do to survive?
I do recycling. I pick up cans, bottles, whatever I can.
Yeah.
And here and there I'll ask for piece job, cleaning, painting, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do. Yeah.
So what are the challenges you face here on the street?
Basically dirty habits, brother. We all got our dirty habits. And yeah, to support the habits not always easy, so you tend to get into trouble.
What kind of habits?
You know, smoking things and drinking things.
Yeah. But you seem like you're a cool guy.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. So where do you come from?
Originally from Kempton Park.
So how did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in Kempton Park. I went to Pretoria High, Afrikaans hoër. I matriculated there.
Yeah.
And then I went for an apprenticeship at Ford Motors.
Yeah.
I got my apprenticeship, and that's how I landed up in Krugersdorp, because then I got a job offer at NTT Krugersdorp.
Yeah.
For a much better salary.
How many years have you been working with them?
I was working for them for about almost 4 years, but then they relocated, so they, you can say, downgraded on staff.
Oh, so then you lost the job there?
Yeah, then they let me go there.
And then what happened after?
Then like I said, just bad influences, and because of our situation, you just tend to use substance, you can say, to forget about all the stress and problems, and before you know it, you're hooked, bro.
So tell me about that.
What do you mean?
The substance, like how do you get hooked and who influences?
Yeah, well, it's mainly, nobody can force you. It's your own decision, but to introduce you to it and just like make it available for you and tell you where you can get it, everything. And because it's so cheap, and it makes you feel good, so on the end of the day, you just tend to fall back on it.
So what are the challenges that others have on the street when it comes to the substance and
basically as well, vulnerable, weak and vulnerable. It tends to a lot of people, disabled people and old people, they get preyed on, you can say, because they're weak and vulnerable. So it's much easier taking something from a disabled or older person than a normal fit guy like you. I'd much rather go, but I'd much rather rob an old person or a cripple like me than go and try my luck with a strong fit guy, you check? So that's a lot of struggling for the people they get.
Yeah. So how do you survive here?
Well, like I said, off my recycling and things.
Yeah.
I pick up bottles and cans and boxes and do the best I can with like that.
So how much you make a day?
It depends but on average you can say anything from 80 to about 120. I've worked it out, except on Wednesdays, because Wednesdays is like CBD's dustbin day. So a lot of the guys consider it, they call it payday. Because you make much more. You get like this week I made like 290, just under 380. So I managed to pay for the whole week's salary.
So you call it a payday?
They call it Wednesday's payday,
Yes. Why they call it Wednesday payday?
Because dustbins are out in CBD itself. So it's much easier to make money. So you don't need to go out to the suburbs and things.
I see. So what are the challenges you have personally?
Getting clean and getting back to my family, that's the most important thing.
Tell me about your family.
Well, I still got my brother and then my grandmother at Featherbrook Estate, retirement village. And I've got to clean up my act before I can try to communicate with her and things. I still speak to my brother and stuff. My brother is actually a canine cop, so it's not easy anyways for me. I got to pay, if I want anything to smoke or whatever, I got to pay double, because none of them wants to sell to me.
Why?
Because my brother is a canine policeman.
Oh yeah.
So they hear it's for Chris. And it's Ruben's brother. They don't want nothing to do with it because he's warned them all. So yeah, it's just actually stupid for me, and it costs me a shitload. That's why I'd much rather, before I get ideas, I run and get myself a decent job, bro.
Yeah. So tell me, because I normally work on the street and also helping people rehabilitate. Why is it difficult for people to leave the habit?
You know, it depends on what habit it is. If it's like heroin is like, it's not by choice. Once it's like, you could say compulsory, just to be normal, to stand up and be normal, function normal. You need to have that heroin in you. But with the other substance, it's a mind thing, like crystal meth and this new, what's it called, Indanda
Yeah.
and rocks. It's all about your mindset, bro. You
Yeah.
can easily get yourself off. Yeah, it's a dirty habit. You wake up, it's like smoking cigarettes, bro. When you wake up in the morning, you want to have a cigarette. Before you go to bed, you want to have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Well, like the best smokes after nice sex, bro. They always say is you can't get a better cigarette than after sex.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, bro.
Mm.
Except with heroin, Nyalpe.
Yeah.
Nyalpe is totally different. I believe you need help by medication and a rehabilitation center.
Yeah.
Not to go 21 days, get clean, and then that door closes behind you, and then what's next? You're just back on the street again.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a program or help afterwards, because it's pointless getting clean. And then once you walk out that rehab, the door closes behind you, and where do you go after that?
Yeah.
So you just go to where you know it's the easiest. And it's back to Krugersdorp streets. And you're going to find yourself land up smoking, doing your whole thing again.
So have you ever tried to go to rehab?
Never.
Why?
I've never had actually the opportunity.
But if you can get the opportunity, will you go?
Yeah, if it's the right way. Because like I said, this government stories like this LRC in Randfontein, it's a 21-day program you do. So it's really not worth it, bro. Because at the end of the day, 21 days, your mindset's not right, bro. I believe you got to do at least 90 days in the rehabilitation center. And if you're on heroin, you got to have medication, bro. Like methadone and something to help you sleep. Otherwise, you're just going to relapse. You're going to jump or ask them to open the gates.
Yeah.
To go, we call it cold turkey. A lot of guys can't cope.
Yes.
Can't cope. When they go to jail, there's a span of guys who pass away because of, they call it downing, the sickness of heroin.
Sickness.
Yeah.
Oh no, I see. So if somebody can offer you the opportunity, will you go?
And I'll grab it with both hands.
Yeah.
Just to reconcile with my family, obviously to get my life back together, but yeah, to reconcile with my grandmother and have a better relationship with my brother, then obviously I'll jump the opportunity.
So who do you miss the most in the family?
My grandmother.
Why?
Yeah, she was my everything.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she was my mother, she was my grandmother.
Yeah. No, I see. So if I want to come assist, where can I find you?
Well, in the evenings you can find me there by the chemist in the middle of town.
Yeah.
And then during the day you can just ask anyone for Cripple Chris. I've been here,
Cripple Chris.
yeah.
I like that name.
Short, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been around for quite a while, like 16 years. So
You've been on the street for 16 years?
on off. Not completely.
16 years?
Not completely. In between, there's like 7 years I was at Durban, in Durban.
Yeah.
But yeah, practically about 16 years
16
I've been.
years. Oh no, I see. So now, if you say you miss your grandmother, what are your dreams? What do you want to achieve?
Get clean and reconcile to them, not make right, because I never buggered up there. But it was just told to me, oh, you can't go to your grandmother until you get clean. And she as well said, yeah, she doesn't want to see me until if I'm high.
Yeah.
And using heroin, you're 24/7 high actually.
Yeah.
You don't realize it, but well, people don't normally see it or realize it, but yeah, you are high. Once you open your eyes, you get your fix and you're high. Even at the shelters at Tower,
Yeah.
you can find me there. You just ask for Cripple Chris.
Yeah.
They'll immediately, anybody will be able to, the people outside or inside, they'll tell you where you can see, where
Oh,
you
so
can find me.
You always visit there.
Yeah, mostly around the shelter, yeah.
Yeah. No, I see.
Because
So,
whenever they got an opportunity to like volunteer,
uh-huh.
jump in, because then I don't need to worry about paying shelter fee and things.
So what do you regret in life?
Starting heroin, it's the biggest regret of my life. Right? It drops morals and standards,
Yeah.
your values, everything. You're willing to do about just about anything,
Anything.
not to feel sick,
Yeah.
to get that down like everybody calls it. No, that's my biggest regret.
Yeah. No, I see. So what are the worst things you have seen on the street?
Well, like recently, December month, there's two of our white friends, Andre and Chance. They were there in Silverfields, and both of them went to go buy their stuff, and it looks like it was the same person, or it had to be, and because both of them wasn't at the same time, it was like 2 weeks apart, 2 weekends, and they had put it in their mouths and told the person that they swallowed it. So he dragged them into the bush and he had cut open their stomachs
Are you serious?
just for the stuff, yeah. Yeah, I could understand Chance had 10 bags on him.
So they
He put it in his mouth so in case the police, whatever, come,
They come,
you
yes.
swallow it.
Yeah.
Because then they can't do anything, you see, because there's no evidence.
Mm.
So yeah, with Chance I could understand he bought 10 bags, so that's 200 rand worth of drugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other friend, Andre Cree, was only one bag,
Mm.
what he never even actually had in his mouth. He had it in his sock the whole time.
Yeah.
So they gutted him open for nothing.
Sure. Yo, that's
Yeah, and I was
It's
unfortunate to
terrifying.
come
yeah.
across both of them.
Mm.
So yeah, that's why I stopped going out that way.
Yeah. No, that's so terrifying, my brother. So now you do the recycling.
Yeah, I do recycling.
Yeah. So, but it doesn't help you.
Yeah, well, it helps me to survive. And unfortunately, not proud of it, but it supports my habit. I don't have to beg or steal.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's not always moonshine and
Yeah.
roses and all. I've got tough times and stuff, but yeah, majority of the times I get to survive.
Yes. So if you're looking for a job, what kind of a job are you looking for?
Mechanical, I'm qualified mechanic.
Qualified mechanic.
Yeah, qualified at Ford in Kempton Park Port Motors. And yeah, I worked for them for 6 years, and then I came here and I worked here for about 3 years and 10 months by NTT Cruise.
Yeah. So how old are you now?
I'm 37 now, going 38.
Yeah, man.
I just look old with a beard, yeah.
No, you're gonna be fine, brother. I believe that when you pray, God will answer your prayer.
Yes.
What are you praying for right now?
Just to get my things sorted out and get sober every day again. Get over this whole addiction
Yeah.
and heroin addiction.
Yeah.
That's my main thing, bro.
It's gonna work out.
Yeah, as long as I just got to try and stay positive, hopefully something will come up.
No, it's gonna
But I've never actually gone out and asked people or tried and took on offers. I've had 1 or 2 offers, but not realistic, like I said. Other people, like my brother, wanted to take me to Springbok for 9 months, but I got a cold turkey. So it's when you take me there and you want to like lock me up basically, and then force me to get clean. But you can do that, but if I don't want to do it myself, it's not going to happen.
So do you wanna go?
Yeah, I want to go, but in the right ways, bro.
What is the right way according to you?
At least 90 days, I say, and medication-wise. Not the whole 90 days, obviously. For the first 21 days, get methadone and something to help to sleep, like packs or calming tablets or whatever.
Yeah.
For that first 21 days.
Yeah.
Thereafter, at least, like I said, 90 days. And then also the places that hopefully got programs that I can fit in society, be productive in society again.
Yeah.
Because I picked up habits and things on the streets, but you don't realize you're actually doing what to the normal general population is like, wow, that's hectic, bro, look at that, what he's doing. So it's what's totally inappropriate for the normal general population. For us, it's nothing. You understand? So, yeah, they gotta have 1 or 2 programs where a person can be with and be obliged. Like I would more than happy to attend all programs, just and also keep your mind off things and help you out. And thereafter, hopefully, once you walk out that rehabilitation or rehab or whatever, that there'll be opportunities for a guy.
So,
Bro, drugs ruin lives, bro. It really, really ruins lives. I had a job I was earning 29,000 Rand, and within not just over 4 years, I was rock bottom, didn't have a cent in my pocket, I was barefoot basically, living in a shelter again. So, yeah, just stay away from drugs and bad influences.
thank you so much, my brother. So tell me, are you a happy person?
Yeah, I'm happy.
What makes you happy?
Being alive, bro, and being a child of God.
So thank you so much, my brother. We're gonna try to tell your story, but definitely if I have something different, I'm gonna come see you.
Please, like I said, just ask for Cripple Chris, bro.
Yeah.
You will find me.
Oh, awesome, my brother. So,
Thanks a lot, bro.
So,
I'm gonna go get
thanks.
that shower now, dude.
yeah.
Short, man.
All right, we love you, brother.
Thanks, man.
So.
Short, bro. Thanks, bro.
God bless you, brother.
Short, man.
Sure.